This is the type of content that I think every single real estate agent that wants to create authority and trust to attract leads into their business, they don't have to chase, that they can bring in organically. This is the kind of content I think you should be making. And we're going to talk about it today in this video. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brayden, and I teach real estate agents how to create long form and searchable content that is going to attract leads into their business so that they can spend their day-to-day in their business and living their life. So that the whole reason that you got into real estate was not so that you could become a full-time influencer or content creator, but you can create content that is going to work for your business and create longevity and sustainability. So if you want to create authority and you want to build trust with your future clients to attract leads into your business, the content that I think that is so overlooked that every single real estate agent team, even brokerage and real estate office should be creating is long form searchable content. And here's why. Did you know that the transactions that people do the most research on are real estate transactions, financial investments, and medical? And what this means is that these are really big, really important decisions that somebody is making. And so they are going to platforms like Google and YouTube to find information, to find resources, and to find professionals that they can trust with these decisions, to find the information so that they can make the best decision for them. So when you create content like blog posts and YouTube videos, and you position them to be found in these searches, you then are creating authority and credibility. And here's the interesting thing about content and trust, especially when it comes to a transaction like real estate. When somebody is looking to make a big decision, if you can go in depth, share your expertise, share that you care about the consumer in your content, you are more likely to be able to establish that trust. And long form content is going to be easier for you to establish that trust because you're spending more time with the consumer that is watching or reading the information. It is a lot harder for a consumer to fully trust a real estate agent, which is, if you look at the numbers, real estate agents are not always the most trusted professionals, just automatically. The trust isn't given because of not, something that you've necessarily done, but what the industry and bad agents have done to the reputation. And so you now have to position yourself and your business to create that trust, to foster the relationship. And it is really hard to do that in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds on an Instagram reel or a TikTok video. It is really hard to build that trust and relationship when you can only touch on the surface of a topic on short form content. And you're also relying on a social media algorithm. When you're looking at social media content, you're relying on an algorithm to position you in front of the right person that is not necessarily searching for a trusted real estate professional. They may be scrolling to just forget about the day. They may be looking for a funny dog or a cat video because they had a really rough day at work, right? And you're hoping to catch their attention. You're hoping to interrupt them in their entertainment or in their mindless scrolling on social media and hope that you can capture the attention and earn the trust in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe a minute if you're lucky. But when you go to a platform like Google, and you type in something like best neighborhoods in my city, real estate agents near me, pros and cons of living in this city, what to know before moving to area, right? When you go and you are specifically searching for that, or the consumer is searching for that type of information, you now are showing up in front of somebody who wants to hear from you. They want to learn. They want to understand. Even though you may think it's just a piece of content, they also may really be hoping that they just find the right person, the right solution to help them to overcome their problem, to help them to reach their goal. Maybe they're a first-time home buyer. Maybe they are looking to downsize. Maybe somebody is getting a divorce and they need somebody that they can trust to handle a really delicate sale of their property so that they can move on into the next phase of their life. You never know what that person may need. You never know what they may think that they're looking for, but you ultimately know how you can serve them. And so if you can position your brand and your business in front of people who are looking for the information and the solutions to help them with their problems and their real estate goals, you are now more likely to bring people in to you who are saying, hey, I watched your video and I need help. That's what I'm looking for. I want to work with you. I'm thinking about moving to the area. Can we set up a time to talk? They find a blog post and they're reading, the ultimate guide to living in, Boise, Idaho in 2025. And you have a neighborhood guide for them linked and they sign up and then they download it and then you're nurturing them and now they are in your ecosystem and they're like, hey, I found you. I was Googling and I am thinking about moving to the area and I'm trying to find the best areas. Like where should I look? Here's my scenario, right? You are positioning yourself as the authority, the person that they can go to that is going to be able to help them to reach their goals. And you are also creating trust because they are spending time with the content that is specifically answering their questions, addressing their fears, addressing their goals, and saying, here's how I can help you. Here's where you're at. You want to be over here. Here's how I can help you to reach that. Without saying, hey, look at me, I'm a top producer, hire me, right? Or without saying, oh, hey, look, I'm trying to dance in this reel, or I'm trying to create this funny video of this listing so that you might say, oh, that's enough trust, that's enough interest for me to hire you, right? You don't have to worry about trying to play a popularity game when you are creating long form and searchable content. You don't have to worry about taking a break off of creating content because this content is also searchable and able to be found for months and years at a time. Our team's real estate videos are being found in search and bringing in subscribers and leads actively, even though we took a year off of creating YouTube videos and publishing them. I don't recommend that, but for personal reasons, that's what we did. We have blog posts that are bringing organic searches and traffic to our website that we're not having to pay PPC and Google and whatever else platform ads. We're not having to pay for those ads for that organic traffic that's coming in and opting in to our email list or they're going and signing up for a home search on our website. And now we're able to nurture them and build that relationship and stay in front of them. I have Pinterest content that has driven traffic to our YouTube channel, to our blog post for free from pins that I created in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. And again, took a break off of those as well, and we're still getting traffic. This is how you create authority because people are searching for somebody, they're searching for solutions, and you show up in front of them when they are looking, craving information, they're craving help. They are craving a professional who is going to be able to help them to meet their needs. And you create trust when you create content that answers those questions and meets those needs and helps address and find solutions for people who have problems and desires and goals that they alone cannot meet or fix on their own. You create trust when somebody spends an hour binge watching your YouTube videos, or when somebody Googles and finds a blog post and it specifically addresses their questions and concerns, and then they opt in to a lead magnet that is directly speaking to their goal and what they're trying to do, Whether that's move to your area, maybe that's sell a house, maybe it's invest in real estate, whatever your niche, your specialty is, right? You are positioning yourself as a trustful person who is there to answer their questions, to educate them, and to move them along in the process. You're not trying to interrupt them. You're not trying to, play a popularity game. You're not trying to rely on a platform that is going to say, hey, if you don't post tomorrow and the next day and the next day, I'm going to tank your account. You can say, okay, I can be really strategic and intentional with my content. I can spend more time on less content that is going to create greater impact with my future clients, with my leads, and I'm going to leave people better off than before they found this content. And that is why I'm such a fan of searchable content SEO, content that gets you found on Google, on YouTube, and even Pinterest content that drives traffic to those two places. Because I think that right now in the real estate industry, we have an unhealthy reliance on social media. We are looking for quick fixes. We are relying on very short-term results, and it keeps you stuck. It keeps you having to create more and more and be faster paced with your content. Creating content that doesn't really answer questions or leave the consumer any better off than they were before they found it, because how much impact can you create in 5 seconds on Instagram or TikTok? I'm not saying to ditch social media. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a presence on those platforms. But I believe that if you want to create longevity and sustainability, and you want to attract leads into your business, that you don't have to be present on social media 24/7 to create impact and generate leads, then you need to either start writing blog posts. You need to get on YouTube so people can see your facial expressions. They can see how you talk with your hands or don't. They need to see how much you care. And they need to hear your voice. They need to hear your solutions. They need to hear your expertise so that you can establish the trust and the relationship with them. So they don't randomly end up on Zillow or Realtor.com or clicking that button saying schedule a showing with some agent who is going to get there and be like, oh yeah, this house actually isn't available, but I still wanted the appointment, right? We know that's happening. I know that's happened to my own clients have done that. And then they're like, oh, I didn't realize, which is my fault. I didn't show up properly for them. I didn't educate them on what was going to happen, or I didn't stay in front of them, right? But this is the kind of content, and this is what it does. And this is why I'm passionate about saying, let me help you to get on Google. Let me help you to get found on Google. What are people searching for? What are people searching for on YouTube? How can you show up? How can you be the expert and the authority in your area? How can you be the expert and authority in your niche in your area? How can you attract in the people who actually want to work with you? That way you're not having to say yes to all kinds of crazy requests and clients that don't respect your boundaries or they don't respect your expertise. They want you to work for free, or they want you to answer their call at 12 o'clock at night when you should be sleeping. Or, God forbid, you have to go pick your kids up from school because they're sick or something, right? This is the kind of content, and I get really passionate about this, but I am just really seeing a problem with relying on social media too much right now in the real estate industry. I think that it's time for you to create freedom and a lifestyle that you meant to create when you got into this business. And you're not alone. So many of us have bought into this lie that is social media. We've engaged in the algorithm and unfortunately become addicted, or started relying so much on it that we started checking our phone 1,000 times a day and wasting so much time checking our notifications. Did we go viral on Instagram yet? Did that reel pop off? Did it take off, right? When really, what I know you're craving is to connect with the right clients who appreciate and respect you, that you can help them to meet their goals. I know that you want to build a lifestyle of freedom and opportunity for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for your friends, and for your community. You want to give back. You want to build something that's bigger than yourself, and you want to have impact in your local community, in this world, in, the areas that you have a heart for. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you build a business, right? A thriving business where you're actually making money. And so how do we start bringing people into you that are searching for you, that are saying, I am looking for you? That's searchable content. That's long form content. We have to get you on Google, and we have to get you on YouTube. We can start with one, but we've got to start with one, and then we've got to build the other one in sometime down the road, because I want you to be the agent that is found, that is taking care of clients, and that is able to build the freedom and lifestyle that you meant to create when you got into this business. I feel like this was a little bit of a motivational talk, and a little bit of like, hey, this is the kind of content you should be creating, but I'm serious about that. I am serious. I want to tell you guys that there is something so exciting about a piece of content that you made 2 years ago, bringing in a lead. Somebody emails you and says, hey, I found your YouTube video and I watched it, and me and my wife are relocating to your area. We're going to be in town from these dates, and we'd like to explore some areas. Can we get some advice from you based on this criteria, like what we should be looking for? And then can we meet with you and talk about working with you on our relocation and our purchase here? We would love to hire you guys. We love your videos. It's not the kind of I will take that all day, every day, right? I would love that. That's amazing. I would love to be the one earning that business. And I know that you would love to be the one getting those emails, those phone calls, those text messages as well. And you can. But you're going to have to invest some time and energy up front, and you're going to have to build your rankings on these search engines. But that compounds. If I made 20 videos 2 years ago, and those are continuing to work for me and get me found in more searches, higher up in searches, and bringing in the people that are like, hey, we want to work with those people because we love their content and their videos, and we know they're the solution. That's what we're building here. So I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. This is the channel where I'm going to be teaching you the topics, the kind of content to create, how you can start creating this content. And if you're looking for more support, these are the topics that I'm teaching in my membership. We have a monthly masterclass. I give you a content plan with blog and YouTube video outlines, one each month. And we're going to create a sustainable and buildable marketing plan, marketing content that is going to create longevity for your real estate business. And that's what I want for you. And I can help you get there. So let's do it.